Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the CrashHard 8x8 BigRig truck. And let's start by taking a look at the outside. This is how it looks like. It is an unusual sight for this game, such a huge vehicle, this many axles. It is not every day you see a vehicle like this, but the shape is quite simple. If you go on the inside, we have a very Spartan interior as well, a dashboard, a steering wheel, 2 seats, and a nice view of the engine, so this cabin is probably quite loud. Now, this is a very old mod. It comes from 2019, so it has 7 years, so no hinges. As you can see, I can't open doors, I can't lift the bed or the cab to service the engine, for example. But it has blinding headlights. You can see even with the low quality I use, they are quite powerful. Now, it is incredibly heavy, with more than 21 tons, and extremely powerful with 1700 horsepower. And a very good thing this vehicle can do is crashing other cars, because it is tall, a lot of ground clearance, big wheels, and a lot of weight. So you can destroy vehicles like that Pigeon. Let's see the 9 pickup truck. No problems whatsoever. Now, with the Lansdale, you have to go slow, because even if this vehicle is quite heavy and powerful, yes, it is also quite tall, so the center of gravity is high, and you risk flipping this vehicle unintentionally. It is an issue of this vehicle. It is quite easy to flip, even if it's a lot heavier than you would expect. But those cars didn't stand a chance against this. However, sometimes they can get stuck in the wheels, or the fuel tank can get punctured by the debris, so be careful, because it is good at crashing vehicles, but it still has some weaknesses. It also has an incredibly high top speed for such a vehicle, like I'm reaching about 160 km per hour on straight line, which is absolutely terrifying meeting such a vehicle. And it also has, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, 6 differentials, so a lot of traction in this truck. Now let's go on the side of the road, because I want to go off-roading a little bit, because it can maintain a lot of speed around bumps. As you can see, 150 km per hour, bouncing around like no problem. And now let's try to go. Whoa, I broke. Whoa, I lost a front wheel. That's a first. Okay, it was unexpected, but nothing to worry about, because I still have 3 steering wheels and traction on 7. So it is annoying, of course, but I can still go. As you can see, it's not a broken wheel that will stop this vehicle. However, it is quite annoying, so let's brake here, a nice stoppie. And I really like that it is also detailed in the brakes. I really love the drums on the wheels. It is such a nice design detail. I really like it. Now let's refresh the vehicle so I can go fast. Now, another weakness of this vehicle is that sometimes when you start bouncing around, the top speed freaks out, and it doesn't seem to accelerate more than 50 km per hour. So you have to brake, and then you can restart, and it fixes by itself. But even at 40 km per hour on this road, which is not a road, on this area, I'm still doing quite fine. You can see I'm accelerating, bouncing around, no problems. If I wanted to do this, for example, in a D-Series Beast, which is quite big, I don't expect it to be in such a good conditions compared to this one. Another problem of this mod, while I'm just cruising around dunes to demonstrate the capabilities of this truck, is that it is a heavy mod. On PCs or lower end PCs, it can make them struggle quite a lot, because it has a lot of parts. Ooh, big airtime, nice soft landing, good job suspensions. It has a lot of parts, especially the middle part behind the cab is a lot of small parts. And it has a problem with the textures, in my opinion, because if the truck is still, the FPS is good, but as soon as it starts to go and smokes comes out from the exhaust, the game starts lagging. So I don't know if it's the smoke or the texture of the vehicle, because if you want to change color, I will show that in a moment, it won't properly change. So there is a lot of custom textures and skins for this mod that probably make it a little bit too heavy. But as you can see, I'm going around headlessly in these dunes, in this land, and I'm having no problems. Now, will I be able to climb it? Let's see. I should be able. Maybe the gearbox will be a little bit more helpful than that. Oh, I'm stuck on what? Stop, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm boiling the clutch. That's not good. Okay, yeah. I boiled the clutch, so this truck is not going anywhere. But it is a nice... Oh, and as you can see, very easy to flip. I was not expecting. I did not meant to do that. But, okay, back on the wheels. Now, if we go and highlight the nodes, as you can see, a lot of things, especially in this part of the cab. So probably these also cause a high usage of the CPU or the GPU, I'm not sure, high usage of the PC. And that's probably the main disadvantage of this vehicle, but that's not with all the configurations, because there are some that are more impactful on the PC. Ooh, nice, this bunny hopping, oof, and upside down as well, so I can see some more damage on the cab. Roll it back, and to roll it it's quite difficult because you have to increase the strength of the nose, but not too much, otherwise you will chuck this around. And as you can see, it is quite a sturdy vehicle. I bent the bed, but nothing, let's say, threatening for the life of this truck. I bent a window, and it has also custom texture for the windows. Yes, I broke one. Let's go and see. You can see it has a custom texture. So probably all these details, they are good for the mod, but they are also bad for your PC. Anyway, let's go and see what's next. This mod comes with 19 configurations, and as you can see, 7 of them don't have a preview. I don't know why, maybe because it is an old version, I don't know. This is a very old mod and it still works, so it's already a nice thing. But as you can see, I was driving the truck cargo side pipes, yes. There are a lot of similar configurations. There is the cargo tarp, sorry, there are plows. It also has the, oh god, the word, the attachment for the trailer, but you can't attach any trailer in the base game, so that's a bit of a shame. And it is one of these missing preview configuration that has that part. But it doesn't have too much variety, but it has some funny configurations. Now, let's see 2 more of those and let's see what they can do. This vehicle is a good climber, not the best, but it still can do a good job. Of course, the difficulty for this truck is the weight balancing, because it is tall and very long, so it is difficult to beach it because of the 4 wheel axles, but it is easy to flip. So now I will demonstrate it, because now I'm not struggling to get some grip or traction or power down on this climb, but I was very careful there because I was sliding on my side. A very small bump on a rock or a twitch of the steering, it can cause this truck to flip, but as you can see, it is very good at mountain goating. Now, not going down, however, because it does this, it does a big stoppie and you will flip it, because the front has a lot of overhanging, so it also has more weight on it. So that's the risk of this. You can go around and climb stuff better than most vehicles in this game, but you have to be careful, especially when going down, because you will flip easily. Now, whoop, another stop. Okay, before changing the configuration, I'm showing the color thing that I said earlier. Now, this is the color it came with, so now I'm going to change it. As you can see, it doesn't change properly. It's not the best. can see why here is brown. It's not the same color as I wanted. So probably this is a matter that causes some more usage on the PC, because it has very custom textures and skins. It would be nice if it had a standard clean configuration, but it is what it is. I like it. It's quite heavy though, so keep that in mind. Now it's time for some madness. The traffic is in, because now I'm using the RAM plow configuration, and look at the size of this plow. Let's go in free camera, it's easier to look at. Look at this, it's huge. Look at the piece of metal holding it, it is extremely big, and it has a power of almost 7,000 horsepower. So this configuration can reach top speeds of more than 250 kilometers per hour. It is quite mad. So in front of me I have a very long highway and traffic, a big RAM plow on a very heavy and powerful truck, and let's see how it will go for the traffic. Oof! Wow! I barely noticed a speed change, and the top speed is increasing by, oof, poor Lansdale taxi. No, he's stuck on the plow. Ooh, double Lansdale kill, nice. Oh, let's go back on the main road because there are targets. Woohoo! Bye-bye vehicles, BX, Bastion. Ooh, not a chance. However, they did damage the front of the cab, but yeah, that's a terrifying sight if I was in those cars. A 230 kilometers per hour truck with a RAM plow heading towards me would be nightmare fuel, but not for long because I would die instantly. But look at that. It also maintains control quite easily, so it is a very good vehicle to cause destruction. Also, the plow is extremely heavy and strong, so it is... Oh, no, I lost control. Oh, I said it. Oh, the lag. Wow, what a recovery. That was inches from death. Nice. But as you can see, a problem of this vehicle, this mod in general, it causes a lot of PC usage. And my PC is struggling a bit. You probably can see it, hopefully. If you don't, lucky. Oh no, I'm stuck on an H series with some head gasket damage. That's a first. I never saw that. That's not good. Can I kill other vehicles with the H series? Friendly fire from traffic. And I'm losing it. Ooh! That flight! Wow, that was extremely vertical. That's nice, rolling around. So this vehicle is extremely good at causing destruction, better than other... Oof, that jump. Oh, look at... Oof, that was perfect. No, and I'm understeering. I won't touch the brakes. That was a very good save. And I think this is the end of the highway. So I was full throttle for most of it. I maintained control. I destroyed a lot of vehicles. And now I'm on fire and I lost almost all the parts of the truck. So this is the CrashHard 8x8. It is extremely good to cause chaos, but it can do other things as well, especially going off-road. It is quite good at it. And now let's go and crash one more time. And the chosen victim for the descent is the tarp version. You can see the cargo tarp. It has more parts that cause heavy usage. And now you see it is quite smooth. At least it should be quite smooth. Now let's see. Even with an extremely simple map, this track will make my game lag. You can see it is not smooth anymore. So this vehicle, it is quite a heavy mod. Now let's see the flight. Ooh, it looks like a cape. That was extremely beautiful and graceful. Now the front wheels are broken, so it will dip down and hit cubes probably. Oof, yes. Completely lost the bed, and only a wheel is falling off. Never mind. I lost 3 wheels on one side, the other are still attached, not very in good condition, but this is how it looks like. And it has a quite simple destruction model as well. It doesn't have spikes or anything, but it is a heavy vehicle nonetheless. Now, let's see if I still have some control of it. I can't steer, but I can still put down power, so this is a strong truck, but at least this one is not going anywhere. It will just go around in circles, or maybe in a straight line, but because I was stuck on that kind of obstacle curb, let's say. So this was the CrashHard 8x8 BigRig truck. It is available, I'm sure, in the forum and probably not in the in-game repository, but I will put a link in the description so you can download it yourself and try it. It is a very good truck. However, once again, if you have a low-end PC, this isn't for you, because it will make your machine lag like hell, because a simple map like this, it made the game lag. So keep that in mind. Heavy mod, but it can provide a lot of fun if your PC is able to handle it. And what is that thing spinning there? Wait a second. What's that? Should it? It doesn't look like it is meant to spin. Well, whatever. This was the CrashHard 8x8 BigRig truck. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.